So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, first and goal. They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now we're going to get a stoppage as that looks to be Kaiser who's shaken up. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Second and goal to go now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The slot man in motion right. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Back to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. There goes Green. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Let's go!
Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game. And they reacted poorly on that one.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And it is now 21-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 46. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Christian Kirksey coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And some space here. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Let's go, Ohio! Ohio!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They run the counter now on first down. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They'll look to throw here. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And now the Browns coming out on the field.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
On the counter, Elliott. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away.
And they'll be set up with great field position as this is going to be touchdown right at the 40-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Come on, let's go.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. White 90. White 90. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. And he coughed it up. And did the offense get it back? They did at the 1-yard line.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Javonte Herndon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. As they run the counter play. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Now let's go.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. 10th carry now for Elliott. They find some open field here. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Gets past 1 man. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He's going to fire one deep. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 23. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards.
Here we go. White, 90. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Come on.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Come on, let's go. White, 90. White.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go. Grind through it. Flex round. Ohio.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Ohio. 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 Ohio.
A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th.
Forget it. I'm not going to criticize the play call. I'm just going to praise the defense. That was a spot where they could have very easily just folded up and said, they've got us on the run. We're going to give up a touchdown here. No. They've stiffened, bowed up on that one, handled their keys and everything else. And now the field goal is no longer a gimme. And we've seen, remember Blair Walsh with the Vikings in the playoffs against Seattle? That was a gimme, wasn't it? And he ended up missing it. In this case now, they have some thinking to do.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
A first down throw for Kaiser. And going deep for Hill. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Let's go. What? Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's fielded at the 45. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll set up to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He'll drop to throw. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go. Ohio. Ohio.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Motion, motion, motion. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
The Jaguars on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with 1 complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Open space inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. That good for 22 and a first down.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Javonte Herndon with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. He finds an opening past the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Here we go. Ohio. Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Flex round. Come on.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Let's go. Flex round. Take four. Ohio. Flex round.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Jaguars on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9.
Flex round. Ohio.
They're going to look to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Flex round.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Flex round.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 6 there on first.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Let's go. White behind it. White behind it. I got two.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Browns on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now they'll run it on the toss. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down following the run.
Black round. Black round. Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
In motion, Hill. On second down, Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. First and goal here from the 2. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Here we go. Black round. Black round. Ohio. Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Second down, goal to go from the 6. Here's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Brown
Browns touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Charles, we saw a lot of...
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good rushing offense. The Saints are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Jags team that wants to keep the running game in check.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New Orleans Saints. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. On first down, Evans into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's first and goal. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Kaiser now on second down. And he rifles one incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
On third down, that's Grant. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Grant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A first carry now for Wendell Smallwood. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Evans on first down, escaping the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Second down, Smallwood looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Set. Green, 39.
Back to throw is Evans. On 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, left, 99, Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Running for it, Smallwood. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Let's go, Ohio! Ohio!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Come on, let's go! Ryan 38, flex round!
2nd down, Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got room. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Detroit! Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hurry up, here we go.
They give to Smallwood. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now Evans looking to throw on second down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The reception good for 7. It's third down. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion.
Let's go.
On third and short, Smallwood. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Evans now throwing on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go now.
They run the counter. Smallwood trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Here's Evans on third down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Blair Brown in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Kaiser from the gun on third. And he's got Rodgers. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. On play action, Kaiser. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Off play action. Evans. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
One's tight, tight end's right. One's tight, tight end's right. That's it. Ready? 4 down, 4 down, check. 4 down, 4 down.
Now it's the backup Newton. And he's going to go down again. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 30. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
First down, Kaiser. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And the ball is knocked out. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Play action now. Kaiser. He'll buy some time right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, here's Fournette. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Play fake. Kaiser. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we couldn't counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. To throw on second down is Newton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Newton. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now a first down throw for Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Throwing again. Newton. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Newton on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Blair Brown in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On second down, here's Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Kaiser on first down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down now after the pass completion. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Third and short yardage, Kaiser. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Defense showing blitz.
Here we go.
A first down throw for Kaiser. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's caught. Coby Fleener. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard at the 29. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run help salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run. From the 50, Newton. Looking for his tight end, Fleener, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the pick six, and they decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. To throw again. Newton. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man. Complete. They give him a gain of 38. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. Myles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Here's Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defense. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Blair Brown, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he's got some space here. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Jaguars continue to roll. And the lead will grow by one more. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him a... About 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Looking to throw. Evans flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Saints on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Evans from the gun. He'll throw. Left side and caught by Flanders. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Back to throw is Evans. Operating from the gun. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Now the ball comes loose, and the Jags grab it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Now Leonard Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll.
They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Evans. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Now Evans to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Evans now throwing on 3rd and long. Being chased out left. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 72 yards. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively. And in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Fournette running right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! Check 24. Check. Leopard! Leopard! Check, check. Lucky, lucky. Hurry up. Here we go. Over. No. Check. Patriots! Patriots! Set!
Here's Evans looking to throw on second down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash, this from 53. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for the Jaguars, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.